Usually you do like a whole big ol' like, welcome to Scaredycast.
I'm sorry.
Brought to you by Basement Dwellers Productions.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was just
I was ready for it.
I'm sorry.
I was ready for it. I don't even get that on my
But
birthday.
Oh,
it is Kelsey's birthday.
tomorrow's Kelsey's birthday, but it's basically her birthday.
We're
So happy
celebrating
birthday.
I'm celebrating my birthday all week, even though I was working all week. But yes, welcome to Scaredycast.
We left all the dicks and stuff out.
Because
They're
my
just
birthday
here.
happens to land on 6/9, which is National Sex Day / World Sex Day. So we are having a giveaway, which when you go to our Instagram, you will see within the next few days of all the goodies that we are giving away when you follow us, when you comment in honor of World Sex Day. And of course, if you go to patron.com/scaredycast,
Yeah.
I finally got it.
You got it.
You can listen
you
to
say
SexyCast.
Patron or Patreon?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about.
Become a patron.
Welcome to Scaredycast, everybody. That was my creepy little.
Shout outs to our brand manager, Christina, for supplying all of this stuff for the giveaway. Also, she got
I
Kelsey.
supplied one condom.
It's true.
And it's all like janky.
You brought it from home. You like busted out of your purse. Like, I got
May
this
or may
one.
I
not.
probably like put a little pole
poke a
in it.
hole.
Like,
He's
okay.
sick.
Fuckers.
Also, Christina brought cake, a incredible looking cake.
Oh my god, it's the prettiest
It's so
cake
pretty.
I've ever seen in my whole life. I
And she was like, I just like got it through a drive-through. It's no big deal. She was making it like it was nothing,
seriously,
and it was like, whoa.
and she got me this kinky pink
Drink it.
vodka.
Shoot
Drink it.
Shoot
Drink
it.
it. Yeah.
Shoot it.
And
Let's
okay,
get
wait, I gotta
crazy.
show off my sash too. It says it's my fucking birthday.
Hell yeah.
Everybody go to Patreon and subscribe for Kelsey's birthday.
Do
Yeah.
it. Do it for Kelsey. She'll
Do it
send
for
you
Kelsey.
her boobs.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. I have
1,
none.
2, 3, hit it.
Just throw up.
I'll be sick. Oh yeah, it's done. Happy birthmas. Okay.
Now stick this butt plug in your butt.
Thank you, Christina.
Put the glow in the dark butt plug in your butt.
Yeah.
Put it in your fucking butt.
Oh, in your fucking butt.
Should I eat these?
Don't eat the
No.
dicks.
I really
Get
want
this
to
for
eat these
giveaways.
candy
Get
dicks.
the candy dicks away from Tony.
There's
He's
these
gonna-
candy dicks on this. I really want to eat them. They look like runts. That's what
Guess
they,
where you can find them.
That's
Look
what
at
Tony?
Jacob. Look at Jacob,
Tony?
dude. He's just so unenthused.
So mad. His legs are like straight out.
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
sorry.
like-
I'm really just focused on making sure the show's good. Sorry.
Let him do his job.
It looks like you were focused on.
I do feel bad though because I always forget when the camera's on Brian, you could just see me just in the mirror, like just
yeah.
It's like,
super
get these
serious face.
fucks away from me.
All right, everybody.
You can go get your own fucking dick
dicks.
nerds at Fascinations.
Dick
okay?
nerds. Dick runs.
Dick nut runts.
I have my
Dick
own
nuts.
run
They're
of a
dick
dick.
nuts.
Fuck.
Guys, we have so much to talk about tonight. We have articles, we have videos, we have a shit ton of things that have been happening in the last week. And y'all have been really good about posting and keeping up with stuff. Christina even added one that I'm going to read about. Whoa, what was that? Something just fall?
It's the dry ice settling
popping?
into its bucket.
Oh, yeah, we just have a bucket of dry ice making smoke over there, and it just popped.
Let's get to some UFO talk. Was that on me when I said that? Let's get to some UFO talk. Nice.
Oh, we're done with the talk now.
That's it.
Now that Tony
Right.
just had his
On
fucking
to the-
one shot,
that was take one. Now we gotta move to the next scene.
he's like, "Now let me wear the sash."
Wait, is this the big news?
I mean, yeah.
The one where the guy...
I mean,
guy in
we're
the
starting
thing,
back.
and
We're
then-
starting back a week ago, and then we're gonna lead up. Let me go.
I'm excited.
Ooh.
Okay, so this all started about 5 days ago, maybe,
Mhm. Sounds about right.
where we find out that a whistleblower. Yeah. His name is David Grush. Grush, a decorated former combat officer in Afghanistan, a veteran of the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency and National Reconnaissance Office, has come forward. He served in the reconnaissance offices. What are you doing, Kelsey?
I'm listening.
No, you're not. What
Yes,
are you
I
getting?
mean, served in the
She's
Are
reconnaissance
you
moisturizing.
office.
lubing up?
She's moisturizing.
Don't worry about what I lube.
Jesus Christ.
It's my birthday. Leave me alone.
Uh,
My stomach is burning from that shot. I want to know about aliens.
I know. Come on.
Try
We've
to
been
be-
waiting all week for
I'm
this.
being fucking quiet, and then you still get distracted. Like,
well, it's because you're over there like slyly moving around.
you want me to
Stop sneaking. Just fucking grab your lube and lube the fuck up.
Lube the fuck up.
Jesus.
See how they
So what
tell me
happened? Come
Nah.
on, go.
I'm trying to. Anyways, this guy used to work for all this shit. He was a representative to the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force from 2019 to 2021.
The UAPTF?
Yes.
Just 2 years. I don't trust him.
But he was a veteran for over 30.
He basically blew the whistle, as a whistleblower does, and released a lot of information here. We have I'm just going to quickly summarize this because there's a lot to get to.
Yeah.
But basically, according to him, UFOs are the UFOs that we've been seeing. You know how like they've been, oh, what's this over there and everything?
Mm.
He says they are definitely aliens.
For sure.
For sure. He says,
How does this guy not get murked after saying this?
I don't know, dude.
Are these the links that you sent me? So like, can I post these like hyperlinks to these YouTube? Like, is like the Alien 911 thing? Is that this? So can I put it in the chat?
Yeah.
One of the reasons, I'm just real quick, side note, I guess he's cool with Lou Elizondo. And if you're in with like the UFO, you know who this guy is? He was also another high up somebody. And
they're just letting him say whatever they want?
Because they know if he disappears, then he's a martyr, and then it's true. If you kill the whistleblower, he's so public now about it that if he dies, they're gonna be like, "Fuck, they killed him because he's true." That's only gonna confirm. So right now they're probably panicking, going, "Fuck, how do we keep this guy quiet without making him a martyr?" And now this Grush guy is the same thing.
I feel like that's not the U.S.'s way of handling these type of people. They fucking kill them all the time.
But it's from I know, but like I don't know.
Okay.
That's my hypothesis.
Well, I'm glad that he's here to share this news.
Yeah, blow that whistle, boy.
Yeah, so he's saying, so everything that we've seen, they're like 100%, those are UFOs.
Yes.
Not just UFOs, but aliens.
Those are aliens.
Yeah, can we stop the charade of just like aliens aren't real?
You guys want to hear the rest of this shit?
I do. I do.
Here we go.
I do.
The government has bodies of dead alien pilots in their possession.
Mm-hmm.
They have retrieved downed craft and technology. World governments are covering it up. We already knew that. It is now between apparently the nations around the world a reverse engineering arms race where everybody's trying to figure out how to use this technology they have now.
There's no fucking way we'd ever be able to do that. Sorry.
All this has been going on for over 60 years. Almost no one actually knows about it. He's got proof that he has submitted to Congress. Apparently, after all this came out, right here, it says he testified in front of Congress for 11 hours about it.
Damn.
11 hours.
11 hours.
Was it a non-recorded testimony then?
Do not know.
You know what I would love? So he's saying that they have bodies of aliens, alien pilots, I guess, which is very specific. But I would love for him to do like a little recreation of a drawing or like at least kind of like a stick figure type thing so we know like the general outline. Like, is it true? Like, is it truly like the aliens that we think of? Or are they like the different?
Well, here we
they
go.
look human. Oh.
Let's move on to the news that came out yesterday from Las Vegas.
Yo.
Viva.
Las
Yeah,
Vegas.
Raiders. Hey.
Dude, the Golden Knights, man.
A 911 call was
Aces.
released where a young man and his brother were in the backyard working on their truck. They heard a loud boom. And then moments later, they saw two 8 to 9 foot tall slim figures
Fuck that.
standing in the shadows.
Fuck that.
And correct, on top of that, there was sightings of this like blue hazy light that looked like it was going down towards the ground. They were reported moments before they did their 911 call.
So the footage of the light that is seen in the sky is from a police body cam. They're talking to a couple of people, and in the background, you see what looks like something falling from the sky. And then the same officers responded to this call.
And are like talking to the people.
And apparently, in the police body cam footage, which was kind of weird because they black it out. They say we had to black it out because we're going on a private property. And I'm like, I've seen plenty of police body cam
Exactly.
footage.
That's not true.
Yeah,
Where they
that's
go on private
BS.
property and then it's fine.
And also too, like it's kind of weird. So they're like, you hear the 911 call of the people being like, "Oh, they're really tall. Like we're terrified. We saw this big light or whatever." And then it cuts to the police officers talking to a few people being like, "Well, we saw the light," and they're saying like, "Yeah, we saw the light as well." Then they go to the house, and they're kind of talking, and they're like, "We don't want to go back there." Blah blah blah. But the creatures or whatever are already gone.
Right.
But it's weird because obviously everyone has fucking cell phones. Like, what did you use to call 911, right? So we're not seeing the cell phone if they took it, like the cell phone footage of the people that did the night. Like, the first thing I'm doing is grabbing my phone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And the other thing is, I saw the report on the news, and I was like, oh, well, that's fucking doctored as shit.
Okay. Later today, more footage came out.
Ooh.
Of a cell phone.
Ooh. Of a cell phone?
So 2 things were released today. Well, 3 actually. The guy who made the phone 911 call came out, and he was basically just like doing like a testimonial on camera, like, "Look, I'm not doing this for clout. I'm doing this just letting you guys know what happened was we were outside working on a truck. We heard a big bang. It scared the shit out of us. We saw 2 figures standing over there. We called the police. The police came. The police didn't find anything." And then they released some cell phone footage, but it's fucking like on the side of their house at night. So you can't, like, you only see like one light coming out their house. But this lady on TikTok, I literally saw all of this like right before I came here to do this. So I don't have the link handy, but she took their footage and messed with it and brightened it up and grayed it out. And you see like a head like poking out, and it has like big eyes, and it's just kind of like looking like this.
That's the one thing that in the video, the guys are like, they have really big eyes, really shiny big eyes, and they're like 8, 9, 10 foot tall. I don't know, but they're really creeping us out. So that's pretty fucking crazy.
If you guys don't know how tall like an 8 to 10 foot tall person is, in the NBA, I think the tallest person was like 7 something, right?
7'11"?
Yeah, like 7'6", I think.
And they are huge. They just tower over people. And that's only about 1 to 2 feet over like the average person, depending on how tall you are. Imagine 8, 9, 10 feet tall. That is like, that's beyond like our comprehension of just how tall, like seeing a figure like that and moving around and having big, huge eyes.
Giant black.
In the fucking dark after you saw this light come down.
Nope. I'm
sorry. I'm not calling 911. I'm running away.
And then there's
I'm getting
also
in my car and fucking leaving.
like Nest Cam footage from one of their neighbors. Like, you just see the bright light come down, and you hear a loud boom of something crashing somewhere.
Social media, like obviously, it's like a double-edged sword. Obviously, there's a lot of positives, a lot of negatives, but the fact that we can upload shit like this so quick, like before, because back in the day, they were able to keep it secret for so long because we didn't have just these things that could just boom automatically like record. We didn't have Nest cameras, Ring cameras that are constantly being fed, like, you know, video data and stuff like that, and just being able to like have it recorded and just post it. So it's pretty incredible, like that these things, like obviously real or not, there's a lot of still fake stuff out there. Like the AI stuff is obviously changing the game, but like the fact that we have police cam footage supposedly, you know, even if it's like ringed out, but even the fact that they're fucking able to post a TikTok like so quick of someone's ring footage.
I want to talk about that with TikTok. What's great about it is the government can't do shit because TikTok's in China. So like people,
they're trying. They're trying. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, it's great because like if an alien just dropped down into Morbid Mystique right now, all 6 of us, 5, geez, I can't do math. Just like filmed it, and all were like, everybody uploaded to our TikTok.
Like
that is now 5 different accounts that have different
from
footage.
different angles of
and
the
like
same thing.
The U.S. is not going to be able to stop that shit if it takes off because they can't just be like, China, give us all your info. And they're like, no. Like, if it was just an American company, of course they can shut it down. Yeah. But like, they can't do shit. So a lot of people on TikTok are trying to use it to, 1, since everyone in the world's on it now, spread it easier, but 2, show unedited things. Like, because, you know, the standards for filtering and censorship is different in China than it is here. So like you can kind of get away with different things that the government can't really stop. So like, you know, that's why it's crazy. All these whistleblowers and things like that. If it was all American everything, of all American media, they could just shut it down. But Not on TikTok.
is a state that just banned TikTok. Was it Wyoming,
Really?
Wisconsin? So I think it's going to be
No,
like,
I think it was they just banned it from government officials. Like they're not allowed to use
just
it.
like, okay.
No way.
So
It was Montana, I think.
I was going to ask you,
Montana,
Tony,
thank you.
with
Something.
information like this, I mean, what's the next step? Like, if I was these people, I mean, it's just
Who,
local
like
law.
the family?
The
or?
family who found it. I mean, it's just local law enforcement. So, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
assuming they're just like, okay, well, if anything happens,
That was literally like the officer literally was like joking around when he was leaving. He was like, "Hey, if you guys like see this happen again, call some other cops.
one of your
to come."
cows go
He's
up in
like,
the sky.
yeah.
Call
Call
some other
someone
cops
else.
to come over and handle it. We don't want to
So
handle this. This is
condescending.
scary.
I would go fucking crazy if I saw a real alien. Like we talk about because we know they're real, but I've never seen one before.
Oh, you haven't?
Do you know how batshit insane I would go? Like, I saw it. You know what I mean? Like I would, like I would be that guy.
Did
Like,
you
I
see
would
the
be that
footage
dude.
where the cop says that?
Yeah, I was,
He's
yeah.
like walking away, and he's like, "Well, call another cop because we don't want to deal with that." Like, ha ha ha, and it's just like, bro, these people were fucking terrified.
Oh,
They saw
yeah.
something that shouldn't exist. Like that shatters your reality.
That's
once
like,
you see
like
something
imagine
that.
being like a fucking like a deer in the woods, and then for the first time ever, you just see a human, and you're like, "What the fuck is that thing?" Like that's
Or like a
terrible.
car, so then you just stop in the middle of the road and you stare at it. Yeah,
Yeah, like a deer seeing a monster truck. They're just like, "What is this abomination?"
That's
Like,
probably what aliens think. Like when they're like staring at like the beam of light, they're like, "Get out of the light! Like go!" And then like that's how people get sucked up into.
Move, you
like,
fucking idiot!
Get out of the way!
We're just deer.
God, these fucking humans every time.
Idiots.
God, these fucking
I
idiots.
find it fascinating. Our grandparents had the race for the nuke. Our parents had the race to space. And now our generation has the race to reverse engineer alien technology.
Hell yeah.
That's not even our generation. That'd be like millennial or Gen Z.
I'm just saying that's happening now. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
like currently, like it's just crazy. Like all these different things. Like this is our big like international thing. Is like who's gonna get ancient or not ancient, but like technology, alien technology first. Who's gonna reverse it and figure it out?
Nobody.
I do also like how the government's just doing Hail Marys on just like, you know what, guys, fuck it. The aliens are real, and we're like, yeah, that's cool. Hey, what happened with Epstein? And like,
God.
not even aliens.
Yeah.
Like you guys are really throwing us haymakers now.
It's just wild that there's like video footage of something crashing from the sky, and then moments later, a family's calling 911, being like, "Yo, there's like 10-foot tall things standing in our backyard right now." Like,
What a nightmare.
I would give anything to see what they were seeing, though.
oh my god.
Actually,
I kind of want to see it.
okay, but going back to your point of like,
There's no joke. When I was watching this footage, this TikTok of like the footage of the police walking up and going to look through the gate and see what's going on, I was like, I'm living signs. Like,
Yeah.
I'm waiting
It's
for the kid to go,
behind.
it's behind. I'm like, I was watching. I'm like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. It was terrifying.
What
to
were you
watch.
saying to bring up my point?
I was just gonna say to go back to what you're saying of it shattering your worldview or whatever, like you guys were talking about, or like you feeling
like
like
your
you're fucking
reality.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like it already feels hopeless, like, and that like the world is ending, or like that they're like we're beyond like repair, right? Because of all these different things like that are happening. If I saw a fucking alien, I'd be like, I'm quitting my job. I'm fucking just doing whatever the fuck I want.
changes
Like,
everything.
I don't care. I just saw a fucking alien. Like, I don't care anymore. Like,
Well, I mean,
I will
it's like-
go be in a forest. I don't give a shit.
It's like that demon house in Indiana. Like, remember that Zach Baggins documentary about that house? Now,
It's in my repressed memories. I'm pretty sure.
Before the documentary, like, there was some shit that happened at that house where, like, the police were called and witnessed the shit happening and, like, went on record saying, like, yeah, we saw some fucking crazy paranormal shit happening. And, like,
Dude.
things were moving and flying around the room by itself. Like,
Nope.
and it was like for the first time, it was like a story from, like, an official of some sort who was like,
that has like
admitting it.
no stake in the game.
Yeah.
Like I not being accused of murdering my whole family. Like I
Yeah,
don't have
right.
to make up demons. Like
yeah.
fuck.
It-
Ugh.
Just loops into that thing where like it's so surreal. It's like I can play Call of Duty all day long, but if I had the misfortune of being around a dead body, like I would never be the same again. Like
No.
Yeah. That's
know?
what I'm saying. Like it breaks your reality. There's such a
Yeah.
distance between what we absorb and read and see on social media and like, yeah, but that's not real. But like that's why like I mentioned it with like Bigfoot and stuff like that. When people have these encounters, they're like, you're not supposed to exist. Like you're a mythical creature. You can't be real. And then it makes people it changes your life because it literally you think just like how people were like, oh well, So if the government's finally admitting to aliens, what else could they be lying about? And so it's
Everything.
like, once you see something like that, once you experience that, it's like, it changes everything because that opens the door to anything else. Like the possibilities are endless.
Well, and too, okay, so we have all these like firsthand accounts or like secondhand accounts seeing like these things. But also what happened to the thing that crashed? Didn't they say it was like gone really quick? Like, and they were, I thought I was reading something and that
I
there's
haven't
like all
been
these
able to find
agencies.
anything about like if
See,
anybody
I thought I
went to a
saw
crash
something.
That's
site.
what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna double down and say that there's aliens, like, don't even make it a spectacle of Men in Black coming to take it. Just be like, all right, guys, this is an alien spaceship. We're gonna come take this now. Like, you don't need to do wet work for it at this point. Just come fucking take it.
I
Yeah.
think physical, like them admitting and saying like, okay, yeah, like these are like UAPs or yeah, there's alien life forms, whatever. That's still removed enough that like people don't freak the fuck out. I think if someone, like, I think if like the mass public saw true hard evidence, like we saw these bodies, like we see this thing crash and we see like this, like we see the FBI or CIA or whoever coming in and taking out this whatever thing crashed, like I think people would freak the fuck out.
I don't think people would freak out.
I absolutely think
I think
so.
we're so fucking desensitized to it that the first thing you're gonna see on Twitter is like if they have like an alien body and it's passed out, you're gonna see a fucking meme like me on a Monday. Like it's gonna be like that. You're just gonna, yeah, it's 100%. That's what's gonna happen. I
The
mean,
only reason I disagree with you is because we are desensitized. We would do that. But the rest of the world that's like boomers and, you know, older people
people.
that can't handle this shit, they're going to be like, oh my God, this changes religion. This changes everything. Like, it's going to break society
I think
because
the
people
thing-
can't handle it.
I think the thing that freaks me out, and I know there's other topics, so we'll move along. That freaks me out about this whole situation is that anything that's here, like we've quote unquote confirmed that there's nothing but us in the solar system, and the solar system's huge, right? I mean, it's a big circle, right? So to master that travel, regardless of how long it took them to get here, I just feel like no species intention is peace when you make it that far. Like exploration, I guess, like Christopher Columbus shit on a fucking galactic scale.
They're gonna bring us some fucking universe smallpox.
Yeah,
kill
like I
everybody.
genuinely feel like to make a voyage like that through the universe or the galaxies to find what I'm assuming are lesser life forms, because I mean we haven't even perfected space travel.
Right.
You know what I mean? And these guys have got it as a almost like you'd almost think commercially.
Yeah,
I
like
just-
the way
I-
we drive cars.
I just feel like
they
we're
just-
not a threat, but we're also not friends. Like that's the way that's what scares me.
Well, think about like if humans ever got to another place, like we'd wreck that shit up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, USA baby.
USA.
We'd bring our space
We would fuck
syphilis
everything.
and just fucking...
how can we get billboards on the moon?
I'd bring my space manifest destiny. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, like the billboard thing. Like, remember, you know, when they shot Teslas into space just for fun? Like, this is capitalism, man. This is what we do. Anyways, do we have anything else?
Yeah,
to add?
we do. So, kind of going on to Tony's list here. It looks like there's a news article: topless woman caught munching on deer carcass in bizarre CCTV footage.
Whoa,
So, Tony,
would
do you want me
chow
to
down.
read this, or you want to take it away?
there was two of them, right?
Go for it.
Okay. So, a nurse and nature lover in Canada reportedly captured footage of what she said appeared to be two witches holding a carcass eating ritual with a camera she set up near her home. I don't know what the heck was up with that. Karina Stanhope, 36, of Powell River, BC, told Kennedy News.
What the heck was up with that?
Oh, golly.
Oh.
It really freaked
Real
us out.
weird,
It's
yeah.
not something you see every day. So I'll go ahead and post the link right now on the stream. But for people just listening, or so, it is literally just like two people that look like the Grudge.
Yeah. Don't they do they have like
And, like,
loincloths?
loincloths, yeah.
It's like
yeah.
two topless, fairly skinny, like women just eating off of this deer carcass.
But why do they gotta be witches? Like they could be like, you know, just indigenous.
Some freegans.
Yeah, or like, you know, have like a little community out there and that's what they eat. And also, why does she have a deer carcass by her house? What's happening?
They set
I
up.
question this
They
lady
put the
more.
deer carcass out with the trail cam
To see what
just because
would
they
come
wanted
out.
to see what would come along. Like they were like, oh, we got bobcats and stuff, and then we caught two witches.
Good for them.
You can't really tell from the photos, but the hoof was brought up right to her mouth, she said. I don't know if she was kissing it, smelling it, or eating it, but to touch a decaying carcass like that makes me feel sick. The amount of bacteria that must have been on there. Maybe they were paying their respects, but they were naked, she added.
Yeah.
Stanhope noted that she was creeped out because the incident took place in just a 2-minute walk from her house. So definitely the way that they're dressed makes it seem very ritualistic, at least in my opinion. There's got to be people that definitely are like saying like, oh, they're probably like on drugs and stuff like that.
No,
but
I wouldn't say that.
I would definitely say the way that they're dressed is what really gives this away to be eerie.
Yeah. Because, like, why... Even if they were like, why aren't they in like cowls and like hoods and like a robe if they were trying to do something like?
Because that's a Hollywood witch, man. These are like modern day wood
they're just
witches.
straight up titties out,
like
loincloth and just going.
And
to
it's
town.
summertime.
It's hot.
Now I beg the
Yeah.
question: do you do it again, and do you try to trap them?
The witches.
I don't think you can trap people.
You can't trap witches.
What
yeah,
if I?
legally, like if they are just just people, like I don't think you should
No,
do that.
what if
And
I
then
did,
also
like-
if they're witches, you definitely don't want to do
Well,
that.
no, like I'm saying, like what if we did like woodsman stuff, and we put like what's it like the rope, and whoosh, like and it
Hold
just
them
like
upside- they're
yeah,
hanging?
it gets them upside down. Like
I think
I'll let them
you're not
go.
supposed to do that.
I'll let them go.
Okay, well I think it's gonna be too late by that time.
just
I
saying.
think it's not gonna matter if you let them go or not.
And if they scream and say what the fuck, let me out, then okay, they're humans. But if they're like then maybe they're witches.
What are they doing?
Are you from Salem
Like a
or what's
pig.
happening?
I'm
Like
just
if they
saying-
survive, then they're fine. If they die,
Then they're clearly, if they died, then they weren't witches.
Yeah.
Look,
but
if
if they
it's one
survive,
thing, if
they're
it's one thing that history taught me is that it's always right. So
okay, okay.
So, anyways, yeah,
I
check
don't
out that
think they
link.
look like witches. I think personally, I think it's just like native
Creepy,
people
weird
or
ass
something.
people eating deer on the side of the road at the middle of the night.
Just because
in
they have
loincloths.
different lifestyles in us.
I think they're witches because I want witches to be real.
Well, I'm sure they are real.
Well,
But-
I want weird, naked, carcass eating ones to be real.
You just put it closer and closer to your house, and one of them is in your bed, so it's like you got all these like naked chicks. Like,
Gotcha.
like, hey, so you come here often, or like you like that hoof or whatever?
yeah, it definitely doesn't seem like. I mean, of course, I'm just kind of reading more into the article, and she's like, oh, maybe they were on like drugs or something like that. But it definitely, from the pictures, it doesn't look like.
I mean, just
think
how
so.
terrifying is
we
it that
could
you-
be totally wrong, but I'm just saying, like they looked like this ain't their first rodeo.
It would be exciting to catch like an animal on a trail cam, but to see people must have been so fucking shocking. And then have them both be topless and in loincloths, and then like messing with a dead car. Like, where'd it even begin? Like,
Especially because like, what did it have a timestamp on?
it
It
was
was at
definitely
night.
night because
Yeah.
you can
Yeah,
see the
I mean
night
it's
vision.
definitely
Yeah.
nighttime, but
No.
is it like 3 in the morning? Is it like 11 o'clock at night? Like I think that makes a difference.
Okay, so Stanhope noted to the outlet that the apparent carcass, they called the carcass eaters, emerged out about 10 minutes after sunset. So it's fairly early.
Oh,
His dad
so
would have
you
been
could be like on a stroll in the
Yeah.
trail.
And it was only 2 minutes from the house.
Right.
So like she could have out walking her dog, and these weird people are eating deer.
So there's maybe they're out there looking at her, like watching
Hey,
her.
they're
all the
just out
time.
there eating some deer.
Yeah,
Like,
let them
I
eat
guess
some
I
deer.
guess let them. Yeah.
People like veal.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
Yeah,
rotten veal for sure.
it's not rotten. It was just put out.
Oh, was it just? I thought it was decaying.
It said that it was. Yeah,
Well,
they,
she
they
set
put
up
it
a
out there.
trail
Yeah, they
cam.
put it out there like to
Yeah.
see what would
Yo,
happen.
we're witches. YOLO.
Yeah.
All right.
YOLO, do your thing.
All right.
So-
I got. Oh, go ahead.
Oh
go
no, I
ahead.
was just gonna say. So like, what would you do, Kelsey, in that situation of just like if you notice that? Let's say you notice it like 3 times.
I'm moving the first time. First of all,
But what if they're not messing with you? That's just what they do. Do
Yeah,
you
they're
start
just
to?
indigenous people.
like if we have a little understanding of like if I put out a fucking deer carcass for you every week, like we're cool, or like
We're gonna get deer every week.
Like a
Exactly, I
like a
don't
stray
know.
cat.
Yeah, you miss
Like, okay.
you miss a week. There's a banging at your door, and you open it. And they're just sitting there like, "Yo, so it was the deer."
The
Pay
fucking
up.
window goes outside because you forgot to put the deer carcass out.
I wake up like my eyes are bleeding.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
like,
Well, isn't there another thing in there? They said that they might have been jabronis.
Skinwalkers.
Oh, that just gave me chills.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's very skinwalkery behavior.
Oh, I got a story.
Jabronery.
Jabronery.
I got a story.
What do you got?
Well, so I will get to this one, but this was a personal story told to me by a friend of mine.
A trusted friend.
Gather round.
I don't trust your friends.
Okay. So Jesus. So she was telling me that where her house is now, which is out in like Litchfield Park, little bit past that. So
Why?
it's,
Does
it's
she
pretty
live
way
out
out there, right?
That's out there by that white tanks.
It's out there by the white tanks. She thinks this could have been a skinwalker because
What are the white tanks for people who don't know?
Mountains.
AKA me.
That's where the Phoenix lights were hovering.
The white tanks are just they're a group of mountains that are like just pretty west. Like you essentially like there's the white tanks
Like
and
on the
then,
way to California?
yeah.
It's
And
way
it was
out
about
there.
a 20-minute drive from where I grew up.
It's like a good. I mean, from downtown Phoenix, it's Downton Phoenix, if you will. It's like what 30, maybe 40 minutes
Oh,
to the
40
white
minute-
tanks,
40 minute
like
drive,
out
yeah,
there.
yeah.
So anyway, it's out there in pretty much the middle of the fucking desert, and the houses are more spread out there. It's much more deserty. And she was saying she was coming home, and she saw something on her porch that was like a gray, black, sort of dog bear thing that had eye shine that was shining back at her, and it was in the dark part of her porch, just staring at her as she came in. She said she was walking with like snacks. She came home. She was just walking in, and she said she just felt this like something stopped her in her tracks. She just like stood there and was like, got this rush over her whole body, like something's wrong. Something's watching me. And she was looking around, and all she could see at first was this eye shine on her patio.
Had eye shine without anything like flashing? Like she didn't have like her flashlight out, or
So
she
what
did?
she had was those real big bulb like regular white
Like outside?
yard lights,
Oh, okay, like the string lights.
string lights.
Okay.
So it was like that was just illuminating the ground, and it was enough to cause the eye shine. But because it wasn't underneath the porch, the light didn't go into the porch because the porch light wasn't on. But that thing was like hiding behind like one of her chairs or something, and she could just see it. And she's like,
that.
and she's like, I know what coyotes look like. She's like, I know what dogs look like.
Oh no.
She's like, I couldn't tell if it was a bear, if it was a dog, if it was something, but it had these eyes and it was just watching her. And she said she like had to walk around to like where
She still went past it?
no, not past it. So she had to like basically back up into I think it's like a side house or like another house they have like in the backyard.
Oh, so she rich.
I don't know, whatever. But anyway,
Yeah, she
she
got two
backed
houses.
into
Her second
it.
house, sorry.
She slammed the door shut, locked it, called her dad crying, and was like, "You got to come down here."
Does she have any like does she have like the outside video stuff like the Ring or anything like that? I
But
would
she was-
drop my snacks and be running back to my car.
She said, still like to this day, she like doesn't like won't walk around her yard at night because she had no idea what that thing was. And then once she locked the door and like threw the blinds open after she was safe
Was it
inside of
gone?
that, it was gone. It was gone.
Probably just a coyote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, did she say like how big it was?
Could have been a bear.
Big?
Big.
A bear out that way? I don't
I
think
mean,
so.
there's a bear out. I mean, there's a bear out by my house once. They come down here.
Yeah, but from more north, like
Dunno.
instead of west.
She said it didn't. It had pointy ears like a dog, though. She could make out that it had pointy ears.
Ooh, could have been a bobcat.
Oh man.
She said it was big.
old
and
bobcat.
they're-
Bobcats were
Bobcats
very-
aren't black or gray.
Ooh.
Hey man, I don't know.
I'm
Maybe
just,
it was a mangy bear.
Oh, yeah, that's what
it
I
was
That's
a
was
a
mangy
mangy
jabroni.
Maybe
Maybe it was a
like a
mangy
man-
bones.
Could have been a javelina.
I mean,
It's pretty deserty.
It is pretty deserty.
yes, yeah. Either way, pretty terrifying. She could see it just watching her, and I was like, "Oh, that's fucked."
Yeah, that is weird because like any wild, like I live up where there's a fuckload of wild animals. Especially like I see javelinas all the time,
They're mean.
and coyotes and bobcats, and they don't just like sit and watch you.
No, they're like
Yeah.
Yeah, like
they're either
anytime
like
they
getting
see
ready
it,
to
fucking
attack
book it.
you, or they're like, okay,
Plus, if the eyes are like up here, if she was saying it was big enough to be a bear, but it wasn't a bear, it's not going to be low to the ground like a javelina or a coyote. It was
javelinas
up
are like
high.
they're like up here. They're pretty big.
The golden rule is that it's
I'm not
not
kidding.
scary till it stands up on its hind legs.
Oh yeah. She said. I asked her that, and she said no. It was on all fours the whole time. So I was like, I don't know.
It ain't scary until it says your name.
But oh my god! But imagine though, for real, like you're alone and you're trying to go home, and this thing's on your porch just staring at you, like, oh my fucking god! So
No,
that was
going
pretty
back to that
creepy.
house.
On top of that, I have a quick little story about big monster black things. Ooh,
Okay.
sexy cast.
All right.
This was sent to me by our brand manager Christina, Australia of fucking course.
Shout out to Dan from Down Under.
Leave it to
Aussie.
Aussies
Oi, oi,
to
oi.
fucking have the most horrid shit imaginable. Guess what else they
Animal-wise.
discovered? Yeah, animal-wise, of course. Guess what else they discovered? Not only is their entire fucking continent covered in poisonous, awful things, but they discovered I assumed long extinct sea scorpion that can reach 2 meters in length.
Okay, how we don't know what meters here. Okay. What is that,
I
6
was
feet?
about to say, if you
Yeah.
don't know what meters is, Christina said that it is just over 6 feet. Close to 6 feet.
Close to 6 feet.
So imagine
What for
a scorpion,
sea scorpion?
Dude, I'm like a sea scorpion.
Are you a sea
that
scorpion?
is as tall as Tony.
That's my nickname.
Sea scorpion?
Yeah.
They call
Not
me.
the
they-
sea for scorpion virginator.
For now, when I go to Starbucks, I'm the sea scorpion.
Dang. They call me
can I
Pink
get a
Storm.
venti?
Pink storm.
Pink Storm.
Okay.
Yeah, those are like prehistoric dinosaurs, dude. Those things,
Fucking huge.
Oh,
Yeah.
are they like little
not little.
No,
What are those
no.
called? Like trilobites?
No.
Imagine a scorpion, like a land scorpion,
actual scorpion.
but it could
6
swim.
foot.
What?
Yeah, it's 6 feet long.
Have you ever played
Sea
Fallout? You know what a
scorpion?
rad scorpion looks
Right.
like. Imagine that.
Or like the scene in the King Kong remake with all the big
The
bugs.
big bugs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Or
imagine.
imagine Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah.
Oh, and guess what? If you were already afraid of sharks and blah, 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 and you're like, whatever, I go on land, I'm
Shit
safe.
doesn't look
Guess
real.
what? This fucker comes out. It's in the water with you. Then it goes,
Well, you know what?
Hello.
I stepped on a scorpion yesterday
oh.
Gross.
with my shoe. I stomped on it and killed it.
Disgusting.
How tiny was it?
It was like this big.
Like a little inch?
You stepped on it with
So
your bare
imagine
foot?
a 6 foot.
I'd still
I
stomp
don't think
on
this
it.
thing is real. I'm not seeing like any actual real pictures of it. It's just like all.
Are you calling bullshit on the brand manager?
Damn. And Australia?
It is your birthday, I guess. So that's how it goes on
What you
Kelsey's
want,
birthday.
man?
Foster's sounds like bullshit.
Oh, damn. Foster's Australian for bullshit.
Australian for beer? All right, let me see.
And if anybody's wondering, off the coast of Spain, them orcas, they still at it.
Oh, they're
Still?
orcaing.
They're still at
Oh
it.
my
Team
God,
Orca all the
yes.
way.
I was
When is it
watching.
gonna
I
stop?
watched video
It's
footage
never gonna
today.
stop.
I would be crying.
Orcas continue to mysteriously attack ships, this time tossing a yacht around like a rag doll. These things are fucking strong, dude.
And they hold a grudge.
And they're
pissed.
smart as hell.
They're
What the
smart.
hell?
There was this TikTok that I saw that was talking about like all the intricacies of how smart an orca is and everything. Like they have their own languages and like they are able to communicate in different ways. But also there's this study of an orca that was raised around dolphins and they communicate in different.
dolphin, though.
Okay, well it was like a different type. Of
I need the
dolphin.
proper scientific terminology, please.
Since when? Do you know
Right
that?
now.
Okay,
Was it a bottlenose dolphin?
I don't know. It was a different kind of dolphin.
Was it a beluga whale?
So it was raised around. So it was raised around different kind of dolphins and orcas. Sorry.
Okay.
And it changed. Like orcas communicate in a certain frequency at certain like intervals or whatever, and it was able to change the way it communicates because it was raised by dolphins.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's crazy. He had an
Isn't that
accent.
crazy?
Because dolphins go like,
dolphin accent.
and orcas like, no, they don't do that. They go like, remember in Free Willy? When like
But
the
there was-
family orcas are out in the ocean and like they're yelling at them like inside, like, get out of here, Willy! Ah! I love Free Willy.
I don't remember that, but
Dude, like,
According to the Atlantic Orca Working Group, there have been at least 20 orca attacks on boats in the region in the last month alone.
yeah. So like after 10, you would be like, I'm not gonna take my boat out there.
yeah, I think I'm gonna leave my $3 million yacht
Wait,
in the
it's a
harbor
certain
for a while.
time? It's like the fucking killing hour for orcas. They're like, oh,
It
you're,
just
Yeah.
recently started.
you're
in
in
the-
our
all within the
waters at
last
this
month.
time. We're gonna fuck you up.
Well, they're saying it's because one of them got like ran over by a boat and pissed it off, and now it's teaching all these other orcas like, yo, if you see these things, fuck
Kill
it
'em.
up.
Damn. Like he hit one of their kids, and now that
Yeah.
Dude, I would if I was an orca, I'd be all about it.
I mean, it's like we talked about it like at the live show where like the witness said like there's one main large orca that was witnessed.
Gladys.
Yeah, like that was witnessed like doing shit to a boat while others were basically just watching.
Like,
And then Gladys would leave, and the others would come in and start fucking boats up, and Gladys was like supervising shit.
That's
I
fucking
think they
nuts.
misnamed Gladys because that is
That's
the,
not a
like,
good name for
no,
this kind
not
of-
for like the
Just
ringleader of
saying,
a fucking
just-
the
like.
vengeful
Hey,
orca.
But have you
Like-
played Portal? Gladys was the mastermind.
Okay.
That's a fucking
Nerd.
robot, Brian.
Okay, nerds.
Nerd.
Okay, nerd.
Fucking nerd.
We're talking about orcas, okay?
Yeah,
Get
dude.
your nerd shit out of here.
I hate it. It's like the water husky. Like they know huskies do
Oh
that
my
shit. They're so
God.
fucking loud and annoying. It's
Dude,
like
every time I made that noise in Free Willy, I was like, I would. Well, like remember, like Willie's tank was by the ocean.
yeah.
That's
So,
kind
like,
of fucked up.
The family was
Like,
like
you
out there
could have
like
this.
calling for Willie, and Willie was in the tank like. "Ah!" So the kid was like, "Let's get you out of here, Willie. Fuck it."
Fuck it.
That was
and
the
then-
original Blackfish.
It was.
Free
He
Willy.
saved that.
Straight up.
He saved Willie too, and then they went on like multiple adventures afterwards.
And then now, look at him
Oh
now.
my
Now he's
God.
killing yachts
Free
by
Willy.
Portugal.
You guys
Yeah.
remember the Michael Jackson song that played at the
Oh
end?
yeah.
Oh fuck.
Hold me like a river, Jordan, and I don't know the rest.
We're gonna get copyrighted because we're streaming on YouTube now.
They're gonna be like, "Oh my god, they have Michael Jackson on the show."
I was gonna say,
He's alive.
You guys were getting pretty like loose with the definition of singing songs on like the Patreon episodes. I was like, guys, if we're going to YouTube, like they will kill you.
Hell no,
What
they
for
won't.
that? Come on.
They're not gonna kill us because we're in here reviewing and discussing it.
YouTube.
If it's a review, it's fine.
You won't even let us sing? We can't even sing a song?
We can sing over here. What do you want to sing?
Fucking fascists.
What do you want to sing?
Everything to Brian is like gatekeeping, fascism is like, that's not actually, and then we'll talk about something that's actually gatekeeping or fascist, and it's like, no. And he's like, oh no, that's fine.
Yeah, because I'm right all the time. Always.
Did you guys ever watch the Free Willy sequels?
No, I barely watched the first
I've
one.
never seen Free
They're pretty
Willy.
good. They hold up. You never
Oh,
seen Free
really?
Willy?
No.
It's good.
I think I saw it once when like I was a child. Do not remember.
Sequels are pretty good
I'm
too.
terrified of like fish.
And then
Oh,
I think it was.
It's
don't
a
watch
dolphin,
that movie.
okay?
Don't watch that movie because
Oh
that
yeah, it
movie's-
is scary. There is scary
There's a
moments.
scary part.
I don't like it.
And then there was like part 4 was with Bindi.
Oh,
Bindi
Irwin?
Irwin?
Yeah,
Oh.
Wow.
it was
That's
like
cool.
Free Willy 4 Rescue Cove or something like that.
I think it's called thalassophobia. It's just like that
Yeah.
fear of the abyss,
Fear of it,
you know?
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, we were talking
Yeah.
about that. But like I think about like that Disney movie that came out recently that was like in the ocean and there's like that really fucking horrifying
Little
scene where
Mermaid?
there's No, it's like an animated film, but like it's like the 3D animation. And it's
Finding
like
Nemo.
there's like well that too, like with the fucking barracuda,
There-
like
there
I
was
didn't
a
like
lot.
that.
There was
With
a
the
lot.
whale, I didn't like that.
The
Like
drop off.
dude, it's just the infiniteness. And then you put killer whales in there? No way.
Ooh, speaking of not killer whales, but a whale, I think a sperm whale. Or one of the whales that, like, maybe a blue whale, humpback whale. One of the ones that have.
All the whales.
whale.
Every whale.
Just a
Fucking whale.
Some whale.
Sorry, guys.
The whale from
Fucked up on the
Pinocchio.
shot I took. Sorry. So as I like told that story on Sexycast, no, one of the ones that are like filter feeders, so probably a humpback whale.
Yeah.
There's people kayaking,
Oh, I seen it.
and then it comes up and just like, and obviously like he didn't swallow them or actually eat them because it's physically impossible. But they went into the whale's
This
mouth.
thing completely
Like,
opens and engulfs these two people in this kayak.
Put a bullet in my fucking head. I like no
Put
way.
a Braylene in my head.
Yeah, dude,
okay?
no way.
Get this shit out of
Terrifying.
here.
No
I was like,
way.
oh my god. The fact that at
Absolutely
any
not.
time something could just appear next to you is so fucking scary.
Oh,
to me.
by the way, thanks to you guys, because I looked up that shark video from last week. Like every 5th video is like, if you're afraid of sharks,
Oh yeah.
Don't
all,
watch this.
Don't watch this.
all of my shit is like
Yeah.
shark stuff now. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, the fastest I ever scrolled by a TikTok was like, the words on it said, "Man drops GoPro off the side of a ship." And I was like, "Nope, he don't."
No,
Not in
thank
my
you.
fucking feed, he
How
don't.
did he get it back?
I don't know. He probably had a fishing line on or something.
Oh, that's
But-
actually kind of a cool idea.
cool, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of times though, it's so
I
murky,
bet
it's
something.
hard to see.
I bet like something came and chomped it.
I wouldn't know because I'll
What,
never.
what are you
watch
doing?
it.
Why are you sending me this? I don't want to watch this.
For the chat.
Oh,
Ah, there's other people than you, Jacob.
My God.
Not everybody has thalassophobia, Jacob.
Because
the
I want you to
fuck?
pass the fuck out, all right?
God.
Get out of here.
that's so horrible. And then they went home and they're like, we had so much fun, and then that fucking whale.
Like, we
Guess
got
what,
fucking
guys?
Well, there's
chomped
like
by
that
a
one.
whale.
Have you seen that video of like that? I don't know if it's like their house or whatever, but there's like this family and their back porch basically has like a dock, and it's like in the woods, kind of like I don't know if it's like
Like the Ozarks or something?
So it's
maybe
not,
it's where the ocean like has to.
so
lead
it's not like
into.
a lake. Oh, it is the ocean.
It's the ocean,
like maybe the Pacific.
and it's
coast
like
or-
literally like it's in like a cove
Whoa.
where their house is, but you just see all these bubbles start forming in the water.
Oh yeah.
And then like 3 or 4 like whales just like appear. Like it's
Yeah, because
crazy.
they like do like the whale, like they do like the bubble like net type thing. So they like go in circles and like do all the bubbles to get like all the plankton to like and like fish and stuff to get all confused and go to the surface.
Hell no, man. That's
They're
terrifying.
fucking pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty.
You guys never wanted to be like a marine biologist when you were growing up? I feel like every kid, like I
Nope.
definitely wanted to be a marine biologist when I was
When
growing
I
up.
was in kindergarten, I loved sharks and thought they were the coolest. And then the older I got, the more fucking terrified I have been of them. And like, I respect the shit out of them because I'm so fucking terrified of them. Like that, like the stories that we've been talking about recently and seeing of like people being attacked by sharks is just like that has to be like my worst nightmare.
Really?
It's
Dude,
just
it's-
go ahead.
It's insane. Like, just don't go in the goddamn ocean.
Right.
The ocean's so fun.
Stay out of the ocean.
Swim around.
It's frustrating because of how much people just tempt death. Like that's what annoys me. Like I watched this other video where it's like I understand that it costs a lot of money to go hang out with gorillas. Like to go in there in like their habitat, right? Like you get to
I
go.
would never fuck with a
But
gorilla.
listen,
monkeys,
but
dude,
like,
not
listen,
good.
that's I love monkeys. I love gorillas. I would absolutely go. And like, if I'm with somebody that knows what they're doing, but there was a situation where they were like, "Hey, look, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but
the
like,
silverback
but
is
they're
mad.
not, but they're not feeling it today, right?" And of course, it's this fucking middle-aged white woman, and she's like, "I'm just gonna go like hang out with them." And he's like, "Dude, this thing will fucking rip you
It
apart."
literally
like,
could just take like 2 little fingers and just be like, doop.
That's what I'm saying. And people all the time,
so
like, oh,
strong.
that was so crazy. It's like we've all seen that video of like the Nat Geo guy that just gets dragged by a fucking gorilla.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people tempt death and fuck with animals so much, it's ridiculous.
They could
They are
kill you
pure muscle.
like a pack of like fucking fruit snacks. They could just literally just peel you from head to toe.
Just fucking
like I don't even chimps. We're not even talking about full-grown gorillas. I'm talking about chimps.
They're
Like where they ripped
So
that girl's
strong.
face apart and she
Yeah,
had
dude.
reconstructive surgery.
Yeah.
Like
They
they're
literally, like,
too
rip your arm off,
strong
so it's
for
just, like,
proportionally what they are. And have you seen gorillas? Did you guys see that one where that kid was taunting the gorilla and he comes running in and smashes the
oh
plexiglass?
yeah, like she was doing like this, and it's
and then
like,
he like starts galloping and then just wham and hit. Oh my!
it like cracks it a little bit.
It does. It cracks the. Oh fuck that! I'm gone.
Yo, imagine that gorilla
Dude.
just come full force at your fucking little
You're
child.
done, dude.
well.
You're done.
Or like these people that are like in Yellowstone or whatever, continually just out there like trying to fucking be like take a selfie, and it's like from me to you of like there's
Like
a
a
big huge bison.
Yeah.
Those are like 2,000 pounds. Like what
Even
the
moose.
fuck are you doing?
Moose are fucking.
Moose
they
are 10
kill
feet
people.
tall. Want to talk about something that's 10 feet tall? Fucking moose is a fucking 10 feet tall. And they're not nice.
Also-
they don't fuck around.
Also an appropriate time to say rest in peace, Harambe.
R.I.P. Harambe, forever
Oh,
noise.
forever,
Like
dude.
that shit was
Prince.
so fucked up.
That shit irritates
That
me
shit-
to this day.
You don't have a tranquilizer gun at your fucking like fuck off.
Well, but also like
I wonder what that fucking kid's doing right
control
now.
your kid.
Shh,
I
better
want
be.
to know where that kid is
I
right
hope
now.
he's crying over Harambe
Do you know how
right
many
now.
death threats he's gotten?
Oh, I can't imagine.
Probably
you
the
know how
mom.
much he like.
Hopefully the mom does, not the
He's
child.
probably living in like the police. What do they call it? Like the police when they're
Oh,
He's
protective
probably
custody.
Protective
got in touch
custody.
with that guy
Yeah.
that ruined the Cubs like chances of the World Series and like, hey yo, where'd you hide out, dude?
Imagine the group.
He's like, I'm dead.
Like who else is in that group of protective custody? We got the kid that killed Harambe. We got the Cubs guy. Who else is in there with that group? Like, hey, what's up, guys? Like they're the nobodies that can never be touched and they don't exist anymore because
There
they're
was
literally
someone,
wanted.
Like
Epstein.
for like
Epstein's
well, he's
there.
dead.
Oh.
Is he?
Is he?
Epstein's
Is he?
there. He's part of that group.
Is he? Yes, because they didn't want him fucking ratting on all the most powerful people being child pedos. But anyways, I would say so. There's like this is kind of an old video, but there's like the Tour de France, and this person like runs across, and then like it causes like 100 bike pileup.
I saw that. Yeah,
was like,
throw them
what
in
are
there
you
too. Throw
doing?
them in there too. Yeah.
All right, a little bit of redemption arc. Family of boy who fell in the Harambe exhibit asked for donations to go to the zoo. All right, man. He definitely feels bad. I think he feels
They
bad.
got donations.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you meant ask for donations so they could go to the zoo. I'm like, fuck you, pay
We
for your
really
zoo
wanna go
trip.
back.
Round 2, baby.
Yeah, assholes.
What
They're
else
like,
can
we
we
need to
fall
go
into
to a
and
zoo that has a
kill?
gorilla because we love gorillas, and our zoo doesn't have a gorilla anymore.
He better
Fucked
become like
up.
the Steve Irwin of gorillas.
Yeah,
Like,
I want this
he better
man-
be out there protecting them.
He better start a foundation.
Have his own foundation for them out
Rip
there. I
Harambe
want him living in the
Foundation.
jungle.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what that
Tarzan.
You
life?
mean AKA Jane Goodall?
Can you imagine what that life is like? Just like he's like getting coffee or something. Because he's got to be like at
Someone
least
like you.
He's like, and this was like, I know you. I know you from somewhere. Where do
He's
I
like,
know
"No,
you
you
from?"
don't."
Yeah. It's like when Joffrey left Game of Thrones. It's like he had to just pretend like he didn't exist for like
everyone fucking.
He literally
wanted to kill him.
stopped
acting. Yeah.
There's a lot. I come across the same TikTok, but it's different people all the time, where they use the lines from Guardians of the Galaxy 2 when Ego like reveals to Star-Lord, spoilers, that Ego reveals to Star that he put cancer in Star-Lord's mom, like Ego is Star-Lord's dad. And he's like, it hurt my heart to put that cancer in her brain. And like Star-Lord like snaps out of it. And he's like, what? He's like, now wait, I know what you're thinking. Then he starts shooting him. I come across these TikToks where like, when you're hanging out with some new kid, he starts telling you about the time he went to the zoo and like on this date. Like you see the guy just like look at like what?
What would you do if someone just
That
like,
was
yeah,
a
like,
time-altering like event. Like that was a Marvel event, dude. Like
Oh my God.
it was canon.
When it was going on, I worked at the Phoenix Suns, and we were in Flagstaff at NAU for training camp, and the guy who like is the Phoenix Suns mascot, which for those that don't know is a gorilla. He was not having it
he
because
was
like
really sad.
all day, every day, because they're going around doing like
Playing
events
Harambe.
and like
and school like events, like
Yeah,
with
like,
little kids and shit.
just
Like
all day like college kids screaming Harambe at him. Like I remember we were at dinner one night and he was just like down in it, man. He was like, man, I can't anymore.
like,
Rest in peace, Prince.
R.I.P. Yeah,
A
sad.
true king. Dicks out for Harambe. Go.
Dicks out, dude.
What a wonderful way to as a send off.
Yeah.
Dicks
Goodbye.
out.
Dicks out.
That was a good way to wrap up the
Oh,
show.
everybody grab a plate. Grab a dick plate. Dicks out for Harambe.
Oh yeah.
Those are Harambe sized dicks probably too.
Oh yeah, those for sure.
Imagine getting.
I do not want to think about gorilla dicks.
Oh.
Honestly.
All right, that's the end of the show, everybody.
Before we go though, I do want to once again say happy birthday.
Happy
Thank
birthday,
you.
Kelsey.
Thank you,
And we did get
guys.
you. We got a cake.
There is a
We all
beautiful
did. It's a
cake.
collective
We
effort.
all
Yeah.
She's like, I'll send you the Venmo later, okay? It is a beautiful cake.
Also, happy National Sex Day.
Yes.
National
Tomorrow.
Sexy time day tomorrow.
6/9, baby.
6/9. You'll
Everyone,
never forget my birthday.
practice safe sex. Keep an eye on
Tony.
our Instagram and stuff because we have a big
What?
giveaway.
Practice safe sex, sir.
Eh,
Oh, you're married.
boring.
You're married and have kids now. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
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 Eh.
Yeah.
You're past
Okay.
that.
Thank you guys so much, and thank you for all the birthday wishes. Thank you. We're gonna enjoy some delicious cake after this. But Tony, for anyone that wants to be able to follow us, be able to see what's going on, where should they go?
I was going to do the spiel.
Fine, Brian.
No, it's too late. I don't want to do it anymore.
Fine.
Go ahead, man.
Tony, go ahead.
Tony, you got 5 seconds before I'm cutting the feed.
You can go to scaredycast.com. It's going to have all of our links, including upcoming events. Of course, it's going to have our Patreon where you can support us, but even just sharing, liking, commenting. And of course, like we mentioned, we have this amazing, sexy giveaway. So make sure to visit our Instagram at Scaredycast. Thank you guys so much for tuning
You
in.
could win Kelsey's condom. Kelsey brought this condom from her
I did.
house.
This is a personal-
It is from my little bag here that Tony was freaking out about that I opened. And as you can see, it is like all like, wavy and stuff. It's not open, but it's like all wavy. So you know that it's
Ribbed
I mean, it was a combo pack, so I just grabbed whatever.
combo pack. Well, if
Stay
you guys
safe.
want to win a condom from Kelsey's personal collection,
What
It
if
is
she,
not
what if
you.
she
and
Sorry.
signs it?
all of this
Apologies.
You should
other,
sign the condom. Put your autograph on it and just keep it
Ooh.
like, I got a condom from Kelsey.
Ooh.
yeah.
Sign it. That'd be
They're
great.
gonna be like, why is there 20 holes in it?
If you want to win an autographed condom and all this other stuff,
I will sign it.
just keep an eye on our Instagram.
Cool.
Should I
Bye,
kiss it?
everybody. Have a
Yes.
great night. Have a good weekend. And love you all.
Love you all.
Bye.